All right, welcome everyone. This is going to be a review on a net that I've been using. I know there's been some comments that I've used it in the past on a few different trout fishing expeditions. But this net, it's Handy Pak Net. And let me take it off here real quick. I have it strung up onto my wading belt. Let me take this out. But it's a net that recently came across. They've been hand making them in the U.S. for over 50 years, and I just found out about them this year. But basically, nice holster on there. This is the leather version. They have a bunch of different versions, but basically how it works is you have it in your holster, whether you use it on, like, let's say if you're just shore fishing and you have like a web belt or on your wading belt like I have. The premise, there's a belt loop here. This is a leather holster. They have vinyl ones as well, but belt holster here, I put it on my wading belt so I can just pull out my net, and all you do, you just pull it out. You see, you just pull out your net, and look at it, it's ready to go. If you want to pull it out without it being deployed, you just kind of put your hand on the net more and pull it out if you don't want to deploy it right away. But basically, you just a little wrist motion, and there you go, ready to go net. This is the Ghost. This is like a silicone net on here. One feature for me that I really like about it is I fish a lot of brook trout, and a lot of those other premium silicone nets, what they have is they have bigger holes, which is good if you catch a lot of, like, say, bigger browns or rainbows or whatnot. But having the smaller holes is really good for smaller brook trout, so they don't go through the holes, and it just causes more damage on the fish. So it's really good. Oh, fish just jumped right there. It actually supports quite a bit of weight in there. So it's a stainless steel ring that's on there. It's really flexible, but it still comes through the current really well. One thing I was worried about is if I scooped up in the current, say if I'm down current, scooping up current, that the net would kind of bend around, which it doesn't, because the force is applied evenly, so it actually stays pretty secure. I haven't had any issues netting fish. And then when I'll go over kind of step by step how to fold it up, but it's just as easy as going like that, and I can just put it back. Say if I have my holster here, put it back in, and I just keep fishing. One big thing for me, having that big net, even if you have it on a zinger, I'd have to tuck it kind of weirdly into my waders, and it just kind of made hiking a lot more inconvenient. So with this, I just keep this on the side of my waders. I have it right there, and it's good to go. I'll show some clips here of me using the net in action. That's a dark one. But now I'm going to go into actually how to fold it up. It feels a little weird at first, but it took me about 2-3 times to get it down. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, just in case you already have the net and you're having issues, or you're just interested in how it works. So to put it away, it's pretty simple. So basically what I do, I have it with my right hand. If you're left-handed or right, I don't know. You just have to figure out how it's going to work for you. But right hand, that kind of an overhand grip. This is how I do it. And then I have my other hand upside down like this, and all I do is just turn your net hand, just turn it and kind of push down at the same time. So if you just turn it, it goes like this. But if you turn and push, it all folds together just like that. So if I'll go do that again, overhand, underhand, and I found that to be the easiest. And then if you have a little bit of the silicone tag end here, that's fine. It will tuck back underneath itself and go into the net just fine. So then you hold it like this, and then you just put it back into the holster. It's that easy. I mean, you could tuck it in more if you wanted to. I haven't had any issues with brush, and if you look behind me, that's the type of stuff that I fish all the time. And I haven't had issue with brush grabbing the net, pulling it out, or any of those like Wizard of Oz, apple tree type stuff. But then pulling out, that easy. Going through, scoop, grab it, twist, kind of fold that net back over. It's way easier than if you have a zinger with a net, trying to have it slap you in the back, or putting it between a backpack straps or something. It's really, really ingenious idea, and this is what I'd consider like the premium version with the leather case and the Ghost net. This only runs, I think it was $60 or $65, and it has a teak wood handle as well, so it's really good for water resistance. Basically what teak wood is it's kind of like how cedar works a little bit, but as it ages, it kind of gets a really cool hue to it. This one isn't that old, And if you don't like that, you can always sand it off or whatever, but it's made to last, and they do have a lifetime warranty as well. Handcrafted in the US, a super, super good deal. And I know Amir over at Bait Finesse Empire, when I was able to use this net for a little while, I let Amir know, I was like, hey, you got to contact these guys and get them in stock. And it's actually super good net. I know that there's some in Japan that I was kind of looking at. Kind of similar design, but they're like $300–400, and this is for like less than $70. Be able to get handcrafted net that just folds in easily at that, puts it right back in there, that easy. It's a super good deal. I had to make this video. I just want to show you guys kind of what I've been using for a net. So if it's something you're interested in, definitely give them a look. Handy Pak Net. I'll put their link down below. It's super good net, handcrafted in the US. I haven't had any issues with it. If I do, I will post on Instagram or YouTube and kind of see how the customer service works. Hopefully that doesn't come down to that, but I have no issues using this net, and it just works perfectly for what I need it to for these small to medium sized fish. I haven't caught any really big fish with it, so I can't tell how it handles a really large fish. But if you catch a fish, let's say from 20 inches down, it handles them just fine. So if you like this and other sort of gear reviews, make sure you subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram. I'm going to post a few different pictures of the net and stuff like that. So appreciate if you guys give it a look, and till next time.